I want to take you through the Beyond Living real estate job track. Now, if you're familiar with Beyond Living and what we do, we not only provide a place for people to live, but we actually give them jobs and get them employed so that they can have the income coming in to not only afford the program, but also be able to start building their savings and get themselves on path to be self-sufficient. And then, of course, give them the educational and vocational training side and unique education that's going to help them be successful in the workplace going forward. So if we take a step to that middle piece, the jobs, how do we help ensure them and get them jobs before they even come into the program? One of our tracks is in the space of real estate. Now, why did we pick real estate? I personally have a background in over 20 years of real estate. I've actually owned a real estate brokerage back in early 2000 that became #1 in the marketplace. I used to own not only the brokerage, but a title company. I was doing mortgages and appraisals and sold it all off. And continued to stay involved in real estate and especially real estate investing for more than 2 decades now. And then I realized we could be using that knowledge and expertise to help our program participants create their sources of income and maybe even create a future track for them. I actually believe that everybody, no matter where you're at today, should be investing in real estate. One of the most amazing things about this country is our ability to create wealth through real estate. And so no matter where people are at today, they always should have that in their radar that they want to start getting into real estate investing. But let me break down the 3 different kind of components within the real estate track that individuals can get involved in. Now, this is a little bit one of those spaces, unlike our transportation, where it probably can serve, transportation could serve a pretty broad audience of our program participants. Real estate might be a little bit more refined in terms of people that have the right skills or desire. Lots of people have interest, I should say, and desire for real estate, but it may not be a good fit because it's a little bit harder of a space. And one of the parts that makes it harder is having enough job opportunities in that space, because you have to be a little bit careful. It's not as steady a flow, if you will, as the transportation demand side. So let's break that down. So one of the areas that we focus on in the real estate track is in the area of renovation and construction. So, and that is real simple. It's exactly like it sounds. There's a lot of people who come into our program that have a skill of working in the trades. They're good with their hands, they're good in construction, or they want to learn that space, and we believe they could be successful in that space. So they can get involved working on renovations. Not only myself and companies that I own directly, but partners. I have a lot of partners in this space who do renovations. So the idea that we can actually pair up some of our program participants with renovation jobs and opportunities can be huge for them to be able to start instantly earning and again generating that income so that they can take some of the stresses of finances off of their mind. So that's one area. And it could be, when I'm talking renovation and construction, we're talking like, it really is like renovation rehab work, where they have to be licensed if they're going to do plumbing work and electrical and all that. And some people they might have a background, they're already licensed that. That's an easy win. But a lot of times it just might be more of doing the construction things and laying flooring and things like that. But it's a great way for somebody who has a desire for that to have them enjoy what they're doing on a regular basis. Another area in the real estate track is in the space of portfolio development. And what that means is we're continuously acquiring more and more real estate across the country. And as we do that, there's always going to be a need at some level to have people help in those acquisitions. And so it could be finding those opportunities. It could be managing the projects, if you will, of those kind of renovation projects. But it could also be setting up these properties. So if you think about our Beyond Living homes or even our short-term rentals, they fall very similar, where we acquire a piece of real estate, but then we have to furnish it. I mean, these homes come furnished, and so you have to go in and assemble all the furniture, all the beds, all the couches, all the tables, all that actually needs to be done. And so this could be a role and an opportunity for somebody who is good doing assembly type work and helps solve a business need where we have budgets to be able to pay them. Now, because we actually buy properties across the country, it could even provide an opportunity for those that like to travel to actually go do this and manage setup projects in different parts of the country. So that's kind of a cool, neat feature that some people may want to take advantage of. And again, it has to, people will graduate into that level of role where you have more accountability. They can earn a bit more because we're trusting them and they understand how to run one of our setup projects. So again, First opportunity is really in the renovation and construction space. Then we get into portfolio acquisitions and development. And then the third place is more in the area of operations and systems. And this is really around the ongoing management of our property. So if you take short-term rentals as a simple example, this is an area where when you run short-term rentals, you've got guests coming in on a regular basis. You're going to need cleaning teams. A single property that books very well, depending on the size, could be generating $2,000 a month of cleaning revenue. That could be a great opportunity for somebody who is looking for some stability. And then do multiple properties. They can easily get $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month just in that space. Maintenance of properties, that could be everything from landscaping, pool maintenance, window washing. It could be repairs. It could be things break. We need somebody to go in and be a handyman, if you will. Fix the plumbing here, fix this. And so there's that space in the operations and systems. And then there's more of the consumer front-end operations, and by that I mean, we run short-term rentals. We've got guest management. We've got to work on inquiries that come in. You're often dealing with bookings and trying to help people find the right property. So all of those provide a very good starting ground for somebody that wants to get into real estate. Now, the cool part, just like the transportation track has abilities for people to progress into owning their own business, becoming entrepreneurs in that space, if they're suited for it, both they mentally want it and we believe they have the capacity to actually be focused like an entrepreneur needs to be. The same thing is true in this real estate track. They can actually, being in this track, learn about real estate investing, learn how to manage real estate properties. They could, a lot of people say, well, they're never going to be able to save up to buy real estate. We have an entire separate program where we teach people how to acquire real estate with $100 out of their pocket. 90% of our acquisitions are done using that model. So as somebody progresses through the different phases of our vocational training and they get more into the launch phase, this could be something that they want to take on and do, maybe if it's just part-time, to start building additional streams and building their own real estate portfolios. They may decide they want to get into fix and flips and start renovating their own properties. Again, if we see that they have the skills to be successful in that, we'll buy the properties, we'll partner with them, and they can renovate them. So the opportunity for growth to them in this track is huge. There is another piece that I didn't really bring up here because it's a bit, it's in the space of real estate. It's where most people go, and that's becoming a real estate agent. We have a tremendous amount of real estate agents that are part of our program that could easily support people, helping them get into real estate. And for some people, that is something they may want to pursue. Now, there's upfront real estate training costs and everything else that need to happen in order to get a license and maintain your license. So we don't believe that that's a starting point, but it is something that they may want to grow into. And as they work on some of these other jobs, even if they start in transportation and want to migrate into real estate, they could start saving up their money so that they can pursue getting a real estate license. And so again, we have the training and the backgrounds and the tools to help people accelerate and give themselves the best potential for success, even in the space of real estate. Traditional real estate agents, etc. But when we're talking real estate here, it's more around the investing space, owning real estate, flipping real estate, doing rentals, things like that. So that is the Beyond Living Real Estate Job Track. If this is something that excites you and you think you might be a good fit for the Beyond Living program, go ahead and click the link around this video or visit beyondliving.org. We'd love to have you fill out our support form, our online application, and help you reach that next path, the next journey for you. And if you know somebody that is a good fit or might be a great fit for this program, please direct them to our website and share this video so that we can get the word out about what Beyond Living is doing to change lives. So I want to thank you in advance for your continued support.